Everyone, welcome back to Inspiration Tarot. My name is Amber, and today we'll look at the Spiritsong Tarot deck. This is by Pauline Cassidy. And she's got quite a few decks out. She does the Witchlings deck, I believe it's called. And then there's a couple other ones that she does as well, but they all have this sort of watercolor pastel images imagery on there. The book is not in color. There's not really pictures of each individual card. You just go by the title. And they do have some spreads as well for those of you who like spreads. And some notes or options for notes in the back, which I always like. I always think that that's very thoughtful for them to include that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now they did rename some of the cards. So do keep that in mind, especially if you're a beginner. So yeah, as you can see, they have a different animal for every card. It all follows the same art style. This is a really cute little hangman. And they have let's read for this one because it is the year of the cicadas. They are emerging right now from the ground in swarms. So we'll read for that one later. But yeah, the colors are soft. I don't read with this deck very often, to be honest. There's not a lot of... They've put a lot of work into every card in the way that, you know, each card looks, but there's not really a scene. And so when I'm reading for somebody, they have a hard time connecting to the deck because there's not a lot for them to really look at besides just, you know, the animal. And the guidebook is themed for the animals as well. They did put thought into, you know, which animal they were going to pair with each card. Another thing that throws me off here too, this is acorns. I always have to look it up because okay, let's see. Shells is cups, and crystals is going to be your pentacles. Acorns is your wands, and that's what always throws me off because the shape of the acorns is not wand shaped to me, and then feathers is swords. This deck really reminds me a lot of the adult coloring books. Oh, this is why I actually got the card, is because it has a firefly. But this reminds me of the adult coloring books because they're so intricate. There's just so much detail. They do have keywords. I don't know if you can see those on the bottom. And so that can certainly help you if you're a beginner. But definitely look up and make sure that you know what you're reading, since they did change the names of the cards. Oh my goodness, isn't that so cute? I love when there's an armadillo because I'm here in Texas. I love finding an armadillo in a deck. So yeah, the feathers again are going to be swords. I love how they worked in the crystals into the images. Oops. Looks like these are upside down, excuse me. A camel. Little hedgehog. And a tiger. Okay. They shuffle really well. I've never had any issues with shuffling them. Again, I don't read with them very often because I find that sometimes people have a hard time connecting with them. Some people love animal decks. They love that there's no gender to an animal deck, and the faces really throw them off sometimes in a deck. So they like that they don't have that here. But let's read for the cicada. I know that there is no cicada in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit, but let's get since we're reading for it anyway, let's get I do have a cicada charm. It's right here on top here. So we'll just take that one out here. Might as well. I know the cicadas are all over my house right now. They are coming out every single night. Let's see, 13. Okay, so it's the death card. Okay. It says, a symbol of renewal and rebirth, cicada sweeps away the past, setting upon a clear new pathway. Having a transformative life cycle, cicada assists in working through spiritual changes to move from an ending of a cycle into a fresh new beginning. In the creation of a new healthy you, the clearing of obstacles allows your energy to move forward. Life is permanently changing, and change brings forth creativity and new freedoms. So that's why they have the transition and the liberation here on the bottom of the card. So yeah, that makes sense. With the death card, that certainly lines up with it. But yeah, this is the Spiritsong Tarot. Let me know if you have any questions.